Okay, so it's the evening and I am just so excited. As usual, you know I got some energy. Yeah. Well, basically, if I put this all in a nutshell, I haven't eaten since around 6 this morning, and it's nearly 6 in the evening, and I've just been really busy. Freaking cracked out on ketones! I haven't even reloaded on any MCTs, and I'm just fabulous. So this is what happens when you are not refeeding on carbohydrates, no cheat days, 6 years in ketosis at the age of 48, and as you know, this is the mother-sucking business. Yes, it's fantastic, mommy, that I've been able to build the whole temple. But today I want to talk about working out on keto, how amazing it is, what's important to consider. So let's get right on to it. So when I have my consultations with people, because I do a lot of nutrition coaching with ketogenesis, but often people want me to help put together an exercise routine for them. But the first thing that I want to talk about with them is a concept that they might not have thought of. People weightlift, they want to lift heavy, right? Especially guys, they learn how to train to failure. That doesn't work for people who first try keto. Because what we want to do is we don't want your blood pressure and your veins to, we don't want the veins to pop out of the old neck, right? Like you feel like you're going to pass out, nauseated from lifting so heavy. No, we're not training right now for hypertrophy. We're training to wake up the old muscle fibers. We want our body to use ATP, the muscle cells. We want our body to be able to use viable ketones because a lot of them become wasted. They come out of you. We don't want to waste ketones. We want to collect every single one and get it into the cells of the body. This is a problem. A lot of you guys don't understand that keto goes in about 3-month chunks. So you don't expect to do a ketogenic diet and then get like ketogenic numbers and expect them to stay perfectly stable in that context. They typically do not. The body goes through a lot of wickety wacky changes. So how you work out is very important to stabilize the ability to make those ketones, but most importantly, to use them. So there's a concept called time under tension. That's what's up. That's how I work out. That's how you build muscle. A lot of people think that lifting heavy and lifting to failure is the best way to wake up that whole mitochondria within the muscle cell. But really, time under tension would be, if I take my little statue that I got when I was in Egypt and pretend that this is a weight. And I'm going to flex this way. We're going to flex in the concentric and eccentric motion, but we're going to do time under tension and flex in both directions, right? This way and this way and this way and this way. People forget to flex on the negatives. You see them flexed, but this doesn't weigh anything, right? I'm flexing, but the negatives are the most important thing. To wake up the freaking muscle, mitochondria, and get your body to use ketones as ATP. That's what's up. Everybody out there who's got these ideas of grandeur to do HIIT training and go. No, because if you have adrenal issues, which I mention in almost every video, that's not going to work. Your body learns how to be chronically in the fight or flight mode. And fight or flight mode means store, not burn. No. Preservation. Yes? Because if you're in the fight or flight mode, you are more catabolic. Right? The balance that we want. Homeostasis is catabolism and anabolism. You're building up, you're breaking down. You're building up and you're breaking down. And it's in a little tight range, right? That's what we want. Yes. But because of stress, because humans are constantly being stressed out, that when they finally get to their workout, whether it be outside or at home or at a gym, their blood pressure is already freaking through the roof. Yes? They've already been primed and conditioned to be in this fight or flight mode. Their glycogen storages are depleted because they're going to bed. Hello? They're going to work out on their bulletproof coffee, on a semi-fasted, sort of an empty stomach. Not very smart people. I mean, you don't have to be Einstein to realize that caffeine as a stimulant. The problem is I get a lot of caffeine addicted people who are like, oh, there's antioxidants in it. Really? There's a lot of pesticides. Even if you do decaf, they use, it's called methyl chloride, this harsh chemical to extract the caffeine. But you know I'm digressing because I really want to talk about time under tension. Yes. We want nice, slow, but we really want the negatives, right? Then, I don't even need weight to develop nice, what is it? Fog muscles? Nice wake up of the mitochondria within my muscle cell, because I do body weight, and I'll do bands, and I'll do pull-ups and muscle-ups and handstands, and then I'll lift a little bit. But it's always going to be on the slow and controlled time under tension. It's going to be lower weight, and it's going to be tension in both directions. And a lot of people feel that they're going to grow muscle by lifting really, really heavy and compromising joints and their back and their knees. It's really kind of crazy because, like, one day I was in the gym and I was doing leg extensions, and as you guys know, I've had 10 surgeries on my left knee, and it's taken me a long time to build the business because everything was like that big on my legs and my booty before I really started learning how to do time under tension exercises, which keeps your cortisol from spiking too high. That's what we're trying to preserve. We're trying to get your body from not being too cortisol driven, right? Because too much cortisol is going to release too much adrenaline from your adrenals, is going to release cortisol, which then is going to break down your muscles and create a gluconeogenic effect. When you're trying to keto adapt, you can't have glucose and ketones in the bloodstream at the same time, because the brain will go for the glucose and you won't adapt. You'll be in this really weird, wicky, wacky, wonky, purgatory state of never adapting. And so you're going to be catabolic, and yes, your body's going to use amino acids from your muscles as energy. Yes, because fat is, it's dense molecules. It takes a long time for your body to break fatty acids down and use them, whereas muscle, we can start using that stuff right away in case of an emergency. My body would want to dump the muscle in my body because it's expensive. It takes a lot to feed it and tend to it and exercise it. It's just really, really expensive. If I'm in the fight or flight mode, let's dump anything that's taking a lot of my energy, like hair growth and pooping and having a child. That's why these things happen to people. Thyroid conditions, cold extremities. That's why. So how you work out is very, very important. I suggest for people who don't have time to, like even my maintenance guy, I just spoke to him. I said, look, he's like, I don't have time to work out. I was like, dude, you're 31. All you really need to do is 20 minutes, time under tension, right? You are really focused on the negative, because that takes a lot of balancing, right, to go in the negative direction. On the negatives, that's what we want. Well, we want both directions, right? The concentric, eccentric motions. But, okay, guys, if you want to learn more, that's how you get into ketosis, and you do it before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you really should focus on time under tension workouts rather than powerlifting or CrossFit or anything that's going to spike up the cortisol, because right now we're cortisol junkies. We got to get it down. We got to have our body right in the perfect balance between a sympathetic and parasympathetic state, so your body will allow the use of ketones. And I'm about to peace out because I think I'm about to get my munch on. I haven't eaten since 6 in the morning, and it's 6 in the evening, just about. So if you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com, Stephanie the Business Person, my Facebook fan page, or Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram, because I keep learning every day. And some of those old videos, they're already outdated. So every day I learn something. My Facebook is really packed with the science, not this food porn before and after. Every time I go to the other Facebook groups or like the other pages, it's always like, oh, before and after, and that's subjective because you know that when you lose a lot of weight too quickly and you're not in ketosis, you're not really losing the fat, right? You're not really getting the business. You tend to lose a lot of everything else that you don't want to lose. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I can't. I love it. I love this reality. It's the most amazing reality. I'll never go back. And that's a thing that people often ask me, do I ever miss anything being full keto, strict keto? And I'm like, oh, hell no. Life is too good. It's too good. And I'm about to peace out. Peace.